Hi, I'm Lynn Morgan, your slipper-shod pastor. Every day I think someone says to me, I can't wait till we get back to normal. And I agree with that. I'd like to get back to normal myself, by which I mean it'd be nice not to have the coronavirus be the only thing that captures our attention, in which we think about how many circumstances of our lives have been changed by it. But I also know that there is a human tendency towards looking backward, for a desire to restore things that are lost. You know, the Bible is kind of paradoxical in the sense that it starts out with this image of the first human couple living in idyllic perfection in Eden, and then they get booted out. And you might think that therefore the life of faith is about getting back to the garden, getting back to the place of idyllic perfection, of dreaming innocence. But that's not at all what the biblical story portrays. Instead, we're told that there is placed at the entrance to the garden a cherubim with a flaming sword to bar entrance to the tree of life. What does that tell us? It tells us you can't get back to this ideal by going backwards. You can only go forward to find the new way of living with God and with nature and with one another. There's no way back to the garden. There is only the way forward. And here in Eastertide, that should be just tattooed on our brains, that the way of life is the way through death to something new. It's not a restoration of a previous way of living. It is an opening to a brand new way of life. Paul talks about Jesus' resurrection in 2 Corinthians chapter 5. And he goes on and on about that. And after he's talked about Jesus' resurrection, he says this. So, if anyone is in Christ, there is a new creation. Everything old has passed away. See, everything has become new. Our model is not people trudging their way back to the Garden of Eden. Our model is that even after death, despair, defeat, and utter horror has happened in our lives, because Christ has been raised, we are raised with him. There is new creation. Everything is made new. Our aspiration is not to get back to normal. Our aspiration spiritually, and really in all of our lives, ought to be to open up to that which is dramatically new, the gift of God to be revealed to us today and tomorrow and forever.